Rise up. How to rise up and get richer from this 2020 pandemic lockdown. For every dark day, there's always a brighter one on the horizon. Always stay focused. Stay focused on your dreams. Stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on getting rich. And when you come across global crises such as this one in 2020, these are the these times are the best opportunities to get rich, and the best opportunities to self-actualize, to reevaluate life in general, to become stronger mentally and physically. So first of all, if you find yourself with a lot of time on your hands during this pandemic, you have to use this time wisely. Most of the world is at home right now with a whole lot of extra time on their hands. Now, with everything that happens in life, it's really all about how you look at it. Do you look at it as an opportunity, or do you look at it as something that's going to hold you down? See, I look at adversity, I look at obstacles as stepping stones. Anytime there's an obstacle in the road, you step on that obstacle. You step right over it. You step right on it and right over it. It's not going to get in my way. So you can throw anything in front of me and it will not get in my way. Look at the ants. You ever watch ants when you were a little kid, how they work? And you'll put a little twig in front of the ant, and the ant he'll stop for a second, he'll look at it, and he'll just go right over it or go around it. It's like there's no obstacle you can put in front of an ant that's gonna hold it back. And that twig could be like 10 times, 20 times bigger than the ant. An insurmountable obstacle from the view of an average person. But that ant will find a way to get over it or get around it. And that's how this situation is. So having extra time, and trust me, this won't last forever. I think right now it's middle of April. Probably have another 3, maybe 4 more weeks. Sometime in May, the restrictions will get rolled back in phases. So this is actually a once in a probably lifetime opportunity where you will have a whole lot of time on your hands. The whole world is quiet and peaceful. Now, they say idle mind and an abundance of time is the devil's workshop. So a lot of people are going to use this time to overeat, to use drugs, alcohol, marijuana, etc., whatever, even the hard drugs, and even overconsumption of television, TV watching. We gotta stay away from that. That can be a drug also. It's not the time to be a glutton, to be lazy, to lay around and get depressed. That's the worst thing you can do. So first of all, how to come out stronger, you have to take care of your health. A lot of people have been neglecting their health, especially in America. You know, obesity rate is off the charts. The smoking, the drinking is off the charts. The partying. I think this will be like the first generation, Generation X, that won't live as long as their parents lived. And then the millennials, uh, a lot of the millennials are looking even worse with the obesity rate. So, just about in general, America's in a bad state of health even before this pandemic. So, this is the time to get outside, get a health routine going, eat more fresh foods, plant based. I feel for the restaurant workers. I want those restaurants to open up as soon as possible. But one good thing that came out of this is that many people are forced to cook at home. Hopefully, they're not just throwing a lot of processed frozen dinners in the microwave. Hopefully, people are cooking a lot of fresh veggies, eating more fruit, learning some recipes, eating cleaner. That's what you want to do. I mean, you can find numerous channel videos on the internet about health and healthy eating. Spend some time on those channels. Spend some time on the fitness channels. Get moving. Get a fitness routine going. I know all the gyms are closed during the pandemic. That's no excuse. Get outside, get some fresh air. Just move. Walk or run at least 1 or 2 miles a day. Get the blood flowing, because a healthy body is a healthy mind. You know, you can't focus on getting rich at the highest level if your body is not in shape, if you're not healthy, if you're not feeling good. So feeling good is number one. Health is the first wealth. Now, for the mental, like I said, stay off the TV. Don't binge on the Netflix. Don't binge on the drugs. Start reading Proverbs. Read a page of Proverbs, a couple pages of Proverbs every morning or every night before you go to bed. Proverbs in the Bible, that's the book of wisdom, the book of wealth. Learn, reintroduce yourself to all the wise sayings of King Solomon. King Solomon asked, no, God asked, no, King Solomon didn't ask God for riches when he became king. King Solomon asked God, just give me wisdom. Just give me wisdom on how to lead my people. I'm not worried about the money. So God was so pleased with that. So not only did God give him wisdom, he gave him money. On top of the wisdom, made him the richest king in history. So seek out a lot of wisdom. Because even, I don't care how much money you may even stumble across in your lifetime, if you don't have the wisdom, the money is just going to fly away. Fly away like an eagle. So wisdom number one, and the wealth will follow. So there's a lot of common sense wisdom on money and just life in general in Proverbs that we, even though it seems like common sense, but it's not common. What's the old saying? Common sense is not common. So it's good to refresh yourself. That's why every time I eat dinner, I've got Proverbs, the book of Proverbs open, just to constantly bathe my mindset with wisdom. Okay, then you can start reading Stoic, some Stoic books, Marcus Aurelius, uh, Buddha quotes, quotes from Buddha, quotes from Marcus Aurelius, those ancient books of wisdom, Stoicism. They help you get through hard times, help you have the right mindset also. A lot of wisdom in Stoicism. Now you're getting your body right, your health right, you're getting your mind right, your wisdom with the books. Then you can start using this time to strategize. Strategize with your money, with your finances. We can all tidy up our investment and savings goals a little better. Time to just reflect. What can I tweak here and tweak there? Now, like I wrote in the book of my book, The Secret to Prosperity, I don't care how much education you got, I don't care how rich you are, I don't care how good of a job you have. You never want to just depend on one source of income. And this right here is a clear reminder that that one source of income, no matter how stable you thought it was or think it is, they can pull the rug up from under that source of income at any time. I mean, people were talking, oh, real estate, be a landlord, property ownership. Even real estate is the best investment. And real estate, rental income is a good investment. But this pandemic, who would have thought a pandemic could put your rental property income into jeopardy? Now, I mean, it's still a good investment, but don't even depend on just rental property as your only source of income. It should only be one source of income. Because with a lot of people staying at home, salaries being delayed or cut, a lot of people are going to miss rental payments for a few months. Hopefully it's only 1 month. But a lot of people in April have been asking for rental forgiveness. So even that's in jeopardy. Look at professional athletes. Everyone dreams to be a millionaire athlete. Whoever thought that professional sports could just get canceled at the snap of a finger? I read an article. Now you have about 10% of professional athletes. Only about 10% of them are like super rich, set for life, like the top 10%. 90% of professional athletes live check to check like a normal working person. They just have bigger checks with bigger houses, bigger bills, but a lot of them can't afford to miss any paychecks. And I've read something about the NBA players, owners may, if the season gets canceled all the way together, Some of the players may have to refund money back to the owners. Money that's probably already spent. So there's no one source of income that's 100% guaranteed. So get 3, 4, 5 or more sources of income. Use this time to strategize on saving. Like I said before, try to save at least 50% of your income to put into great dividend paying stocks. And you notice this. This is what you notice. Some businesses, like I said, with any crisis, there's always opportunity. And you notice some businesses are thriving even more, like the healthcare corporations, the consumer staple stocks, the Pepsis, the Procter and Gamble selling toilet tissue, the Clorox is selling disinfectant wipes, the Walmarts, the Amazons, people ordering more from staying at home. A lot of corporations are still profiting, and even giving bonuses. That's why I like dividend stocks so much for long-term extra income, because through thick or thin, big brand consumer staple stocks, they're still paying their dividends. They're still going to send out their dividend checks to shareholders. So focus on saving. I'm going to even brush up. I'm going to amp up my savings. I was doing around 45, 50%. I'm going to bump that up to 60% savings for investments. And with stock prices at a record low like this, you want to be able to get you want to be able to get as much as possible. In my opinion, I don't believe the economy's going to collapse. I don't believe I believe the worst is probably behind us. I mean, the healthcare seems to be tapering off. Doctors are coming out saying it's not as deadly as they thought it was going to be. So the light is at the end of the tunnel. Now, will the stock market go straight up from here? No, it never goes straight up. It's going to be a little volatility on the way up, but I believe at some point we'll be back to old highs and then going on to make record highs. But it takes patience. It could be the most people projecting second half of the year, or could be the first quarter of 2021. But there's going to be a lot of money being made. A year from now, or even 8 months from now, people look back and say, wow, I wish I would have invested, or I wish I would have stayed invested and not sold. I would have made all my money back, or I would have made double or triple my money. This is a once in every 7 to 10 year opportunity. Don't don't feed into all the fear. Don't feed into what the fear mongers. They can be very convincing. Don't feed into the fear mongering. This is not the end of the world. This is not the end of capitalism. And when the stock market comes back, the stock market always comes back at least 3 to 4 months before the actual economy gets better. So if you wait for the birds to start singing and everything is chirping and sunny and looking great, then it's going to be too late. The stocks will already be high. You have to kind of be a little brave, hold your nose and invest in the wintertime, in the winter days before spring, metaphorically speaking. You have to invest when it's still a little dark outside because you anticipating the sun coming up. You have to get your spot in the darkness. Secure your spot. Because if you wait till the sun come up, then everybody else will already have your spot. It'll be too late. That's the way life is with anything. You have to be a little bit ahead of the curve. So if you still believe that the economy is not going to die, if you have faith that America will come back, then you've got to get in early. I mean, big brand name hotel stocks are still 50% off. Big brand name uh, restaurant chain stocks are still around 50% off discount. 50% down from their highs. A lot of good opportunities out there. Or if you're an index person, you don't even have to research all the stocks. Just buy the whole S&P 500 index. I mean, if that's something that you're more comfortable with, then you have a piece of everything, of the whole economy. So as soon as the restrictions are lifted, I mean, it's going to be a lot of pent up demand. People are going to be flying out to go to the restaurants, to go shopping, to get out of the house, spending money. But you stay focused. Let everybody else rush out to spend money and you focus on making money, saving money, watching the stocks go up. So get those multiple sources of income. You have a job, don't just depend on that. You like real estate, get some rental property. Buy some dividend paying stocks. Learn how to trade. Get a side business on the internet. It's just unlimited opportunities out here. Stay focused and never ever give up on getting rich.